Me, your favorite YouTube heavyweight champion of the world. I want to come to you guys live with my SmackDown Live review, so let's get right into it. To start off the show, Shane McMahon come out. He introduced Chris Jericho to SmackDown Live as the United States Champion. Chris Jericho got interrupted by AJ Styles. AJ Styles told Chris Jericho that SmackDown Live was the house that he built. And then KO came out and he interrupted AJ Styles, and he said, AJ, it's not about you, it's not about Chris Jericho, it's not about you, Shane. It's about me, and that's all that matters. You guys are bickering about something else that doesn't even matter. All that matters is me and me winning back the United States Championship. That's what KO told Chris Jericho and AJ Styles and Shane McMahon tonight on SmackDown Live. KO said, the only thing that matters tonight is me winning back my United States Championship tonight on SmackDown Live. And then you had Tye Dillinger versus Aiden English on the first match of SmackDown Live. This was a pretty decent match between Tye Dillinger and Aiden English tonight on SmackDown Live. I enjoyed this match between Aiden English and the Perfect 10, Tye Dillinger. This was a decent match. I liked it. It was fun to watch. It was enjoyable. And the Perfect 10, Tye Dillinger, ended up going over on Aiden English tonight on SmackDown Live and got another win tonight on SmackDown Live over Aiden English. So the Perfect 10, Tye Dillinger, went over on Aiden English tonight on SmackDown Live. 1, 2, 3 in a pretty decent match. These two guys had a good match tonight on SmackDown Live. I enjoyed this match between Aiden English and the Perfect 10, Tye Dillinger, tonight on SmackDown Live. And then you had a backstage segment with Shane McMahon and Dolph Ziggler. They had a backstage segment tonight on SmackDown Live. And then you had a women's match. You had Natty and Carmella in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Naomi. They beat down Naomi, and then Charlotte came out and took her place in the match. And then Charlotte ended up getting attacked by Natty and Carmella in this tag team match. That's what it turned into after Charlotte came out and stood on the apron for the tag. And Natty and Carmella ended up going over on Charlotte and Naomi tonight in a SmackDown Live Women's Tag Team match. They had a SmackDown Live Women's Tag Team match tonight on SmackDown Live. And the team of Natty and Carmella ended up going over on the team of Naomi and Charlotte tonight on SmackDown Live in a women's tag team match. This was a okay, decent women's SmackDown Live tag team match. I couldn't really get into it, but it was kind of a decent, okay SmackDown Live women's tag team match. It was kind of decent. I mean, it was kind of good for what it was. I mean, it was kind of a okay, decent women's SmackDown Live tag team match. So, Carmella and Natty ended up going over on the team of Charlotte and Naomi tonight on SmackDown Live in a SmackDown Live Women's Tag Team match. And then you had Ziggler versus Sin Cara. Ziggler made short work of Sin Cara. Ziggler beat Sin Cara by Sweet Chin Music. So Ziggler made short work of Sin Cara tonight on SmackDown Live by hitting Sweet Chin Music on Sin Cara. So Ziggler ended up going over on Sin Cara tonight on SmackDown Live by hitting Sweet Chin Music. and you had Jinder Mahal versus Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn ended up losing to Jinder Mahal tonight on SmackDown Live, which I didn't care for. You know, they're putting Jinder Mahal over. They're making Jinder Mahal look strong heading into his match with Randy Orton for the WWE Championship at Backlash. They're making Jinder Mahal look strong, and Sami Zayn took another loss tonight on SmackDown Live to Jinder Mahal in their match. And then you had the SmackDown Live main event tonight on SmackDown Live. Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the United States Championship. This was a pretty good main event tonight on SmackDown Live between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. This match went outside the ring. Owens hit Jericho with a DDT on the concrete, leading up, going to the ramp, and KO hit a DDT on Chris Jericho, on the ramp leading up back to the stage. These two had a pretty good main event tonight on SmackDown Live for the United States Championship. It was Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens tonight in the SmackDown Live main event for the United States Championship. This was a pretty good main event tonight on SmackDown Live. I enjoyed this main event between Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho for the United States Championship. This was a pretty good main event. It was fun to watch. I liked this main event. It was enjoyable. I was into it. These guys left it all in the ring tonight. This was a great match between Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho tonight on SmackDown Live in the main event for the United States Championship. This was a great main event tonight on SmackDown Live between Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens for the United States Championship. And Kevin Owens ended up hitting Chris Jericho with 2 super kicks, and that ended Chris Jericho. And so Kevin Owens is your 2-time United States champion. He won the United States Championship tonight. He beat Chris Jericho for the United States Championship for a second time. So Kevin Owens is now your 2-time United States champion. He beat Chris Jericho tonight for the United States Championship in the main event tonight on SmackDown Live. These guys had a great main event. It was enjoyable. I liked this main event between Jericho and Kevin Owens tonight on SmackDown Live in the main event for the United States Championship. And then after their match, Chris Jericho got attacked by Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens put a steel chair around Chris Jericho's neck and threw him into the ring post. And then Kevin Owens just completely destroyed Chris Jericho after their match. He attacked Chris Jericho after their match for the United States Championship. So that is the way SmackDown Live went off the air tonight. And I'm going to say SmackDown Live was a decent show. The only matches I would refer you guys to go back and watch the match between Tye Dillinger and Aiden English. Go back and watch the match with Sami Zayn and Jinder Mahal. And go back and watch the main event with Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens in the main event tonight of SmackDown Live for the United States Championship. So go back and watch those matches. I think you guys will enjoy those matches. They were fun. They were great to watch tonight. And I'm going to go 5 out of 10 for SmackDown Live tonight. So 5 out of 10 is my SmackDown Live rating tonight. That is my rating for SmackDown Live is 5 out of 10. It was a pretty decent show. I kind of enjoyed it, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. But it was a decent show overall. So leave it down in the comment section below and tell me what y'all thought about SmackDown Live tonight. And leave your rating down in the comment section below for SmackDown Live tonight as well. Tell me what y'all gave SmackDown Live tonight as a rating. I want to know y'all's rating for SmackDown Live tonight. If you guys like this SmackDown Live review, hit that thumbs up. Let's try to get this SmackDown Live review to 250,000 likes. I really appreciate that. If you guys like my YouTube channel, hit the red subscribe button. If you're new to my YouTube channel, hit the red subscribe button as well. Hit the little bell on my YouTube app. That way you'll be a part of my notification squad as well. And that is my SmackDown Live review tonight, guys. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning back into my YouTube channel for my SmackDown Live review. Talk to you guys later.